Right, what we've been doing for the last 20 minutes is talking about how to get information to people so they're actually sponsored. And we've got Deborah Pusey and Mark Morley that's going to come up with the results. And I think Mark's going to go first.
Okay, right. Well, first of all, the phone is working. You do get the challenge that sometimes people don't answer, but it can work and people do sponsor from that. However, people are finding texting and emailing is better, so it doesn't disturb people. So the way people are working is they're getting leads either from Facebook or buying in the leads, sending information out by email or text. One of the benefits of WhatsApp and iPhone is that you get a notification on when the message has been delivered and read, which I think is really handy. People are also using Facebook to send out the 2 videos, using Messenger, and then using that to answer the questions, asking questions of the prospect, and getting a conversation is there. A lot of people are using multiple accounts for Facebook adverts. Some people are posting 200 to 300 adverts per day over multiple accounts, which is quite a good idea. What you can do with Facebook, and I didn't know, is it'll allow you to actually see which group people are in, so you can see which groups are working and which ones don't, which is really handy. Using different types of adverts, sometimes smaller money works for some people than using the bigger money. So £1,000 a month might put some people off, but £200 might attract a different person. So it's worth varying the adverts, using different pictures and different bits of text. And then also using different days and nights of the week. People are saying that Sunday night seems to be the best night for posting adverts. And using the evenings as well, the later in the day seem to be more popular. And then also use email and text to follow up your leads repeatedly, because not everybody joins straight away. That's us done.
Deborah?
Okay, well, pretty a lot the same. Then we've got a bit of variety here. We've got people who are placing adverts on Facebook and following them up from Messenger, using sort of standard responses which they've saved on their notes, but making sure they do amend them enough to not cause any difficulties with their account. But we've also got people who are buying paid leads and basically ringing them. We've got people going face to face still, prefer that. I've done a few lives in my own selling group and got people joining through that, actually approach me, which is a nice way of doing it as well, because they already get to know you before they even approach you. They've seen you and know a bit about the business as well as what you're doing. So that's the advantage of your selling group, really. It becomes sort of showcase of your business, which is another way of obviously doing it than just going into the external selling sites. And we've even got people using flyers as well and following that up with text. So variety of different ways. The key is the fortunes and the follow-up, not to try and push people to make a quick decision, but to be able to work, as we said earlier, at their pace with the messages bouncing back and forth, particularly if it's through social media.
Yeah. Well, something I didn't mention before we started, when it was just the telephone, you weren't supposed to phone the people after 9 o'clock at night. You're not supposed to this imaginary cut-off where you had to stop invading people's privacy. And actually in Germany it's 8 o'clock. You can't do anything before 8 o'clock. But on social media it doesn't make any difference, or text. You can be texting somebody in the middle of the night, and I'm sure there's people joined right in the middle of the night. When you wake up, you get a lead, you just carry on with it in the middle of the night, So that's well done. So give them both a big round of applause. Right, we've got Michael Conroy coming up. He's done a fantastic job with the retail, so give him a big round of applause.
Right, a little bit of our story so far. The goal from the beginning was to build as quickly as possible, so I went full time straight away. The plan was 1,500 catalogues a week. That meant we hit 10% in the first 4 days, 13 and 15% in the first 30 days. Personally retailed over 2,700. 160 plus customers in my first month. Our biggest retail to date was 6,000, that was last Christmas. And that gave us a check for over 2,200. We've got over 1,100 customers, now that goes up and down, but it's about that now. We went gold after 7 months, went senior after 14 months. £1,500 check, that's the bonus. We held gold and that was over the summer as well, so it just shows you it can be done. Directors Club, which we'll be qualifying for every year because it's great to get a free gala dinner. And our first 5-star free holiday, which is Krakow next year. So this isn't the show off, it's just see what you can do. We've only been in less than 18 months, so this is what's available. Before kleeneze, I worked as a bricklayer. Before that, I mean, I left school with not great grades, got myself in a bit of trouble. I ended up getting arrested 12 times. Never my fault. But the reason I say that is because if I can do it, if I can do this, anybody can. You know, it doesn't matter about your background or where you come from, what you've done before. And also, I became a dad at 19, time to sort myself out, get a real career. Easier said than done when you give yourself the start that I did. So I had to graft, and I took any job I could. That meant working 7 days a week, night times, missing family time. You know, it wasn't a nice place to be. That went on for years. So something had to change. And I joined kleeneze. I seen this as an opportunity to change my life. And that's what we've got here. We can change our life by helping other people change their lives. And that was our first check in kleeneze, £810. And of course everybody thought it was a great idea when we joined. You know, I had people taking the mick, telling us I was wasting my time. This was from a blanket drop, £800, a load of rubbish. Well, that was my first month, so you don't listen to people like that. Give it 6 months and you'll be out as well. I mean, we've been in a year and a half, we're not going anywhere. First 7 months, trebled with income. This is through doing big retail. The whole point of building the base was so we can move on to the team building as quickly as possible. That was last Christmas, £3,000 in 1 week. Just putting customers into 1 week so we can have a week off at Christmas. That's more orders, more deliveries. Now this is a bit of training. Now it's very basic, but at the end of the day this is a training about putting catalogues through letterboxes and picking them up the next day. There's nothing complicated about it. People make it complicated. So you've got to learn how to nap. That's me in my shed at 12 o'clock, turning catalogues, just doing what has to be done. Know your numbers. Are you doing enough for what you want? It's as simple as that really. We wanted to move fast, so we did more. Knowing your numbers, we track the numbers, we know how many we're putting out, how many we're picking up, how many, I'm not bothered about how many I lose, but how many we're, you know, what orders we're getting. So you can look back and find out when you were getting the best results and what you were doing. Take action. You know, it's alright having a plan, doing the numbers and stuff like that, but you've got to get out there and do it, no matter what. And that's what we did. We got stuck in straight away. Didn't know what I was doing. We had every mistake in the book, but we still moved forward. A plan, that was me in the beginning. Too busy to make a plan. I was just, you know, all guns blazing. But if you stop and actually sit down and do a plan, you know, especially if you work as well, because you've got to fit it around your job, you've got to fit it around your family life. Do a plan, makes it a lot easier. Reinvest. It's a business, not a job. People get too tied up on, oh, I don't want to buy catalogues, I don't want to do it. It's a business. As soon as you start treating it like a business, the better I'll be. The catalogues make you money, they don't cost you money. You know, if you've got time to put them out, they'll pay for themselves. You don't see a taxi driver jumping out his taxi all through the journey because he's running out of petrol and pushing his car. It wouldn't happen because he knows he needs to put petrol in, and you need to get catalogues to get the thing moving. IP, it's supposed to say IPA. Income producing asset, that's what you're building. This is going to pay you long term for the, you know, for as long as you want. Principles that we follow that I think help you succeed in this business. Inspiration, get as much as you can. Get along to meetings like this, mixing with successful people. The showcases are an absolute must. You've got to get to these events. Dedication, this is when inspiration wears off a bit and you know, like your mood changes. You've got to be dedicated and you've got to keep it going. Education, you can never learn enough. Learn as much as you can. The books, the CDs, getting around, getting to these events again. Your passion, now this is the most important one for me. The sooner you get passionate about the business, the sooner it'll move forward. And I'm not just talking about passionate about catalogues, I'm talking about passionate about helping people, passionate about your future, your income, what kind of lifestyle do you want. That's worth getting passionate about. Find your reason why. That's my reason why. My 2 daughters and my partner. And what makes me so sure that I'm going to make it? It's a story I tell myself every day. You know, if you tell yourself you're going to do it, you're going to do it, it'll happen. Winners win. And this is a quote by Les Brown. It's not over until I win. And that's just the attitude you've got to have. You'll be successful. I'm flying through this thing, but our goals for next year, we're going to go bronze in 2018. We're going to have a £4,000 monthly check. We're going to build a 10 active wide. We're going to qualify, maybe it's not next year, we're going to qualify for the £10,000 bonus for holding bronze and help as many people as possible achieve their dreams, because that's what it's all about. We get paid for helping other people, make money as well. It's amazing business. When everything feels like an uphill struggle, the last couple of months it has been tough. I'm not going to stand here and pretend like it hasn't happened, because I've felt as much as anybody. But I'm excited. I'm more excited now than I've ever been. We've moved to a bigger, better warehouse. We've got control of our products and what we're doing. There's only excitement moving forward, and that's me. Yep, that's it.
Well done.
Sorry, I'll give you a quick.
Give him a round of applause. I'll just pick on some people in the room, because Jeanette's been demonstrating some products as well. How many you sold?
55 now.
Wow, well
And I've got about another 10 to order.
Yeah.
I'm getting today.
So we've got the catalogue side, we've got the demonstration you can do on the doorstep, and people are doing that on Facebook as well. If you noticed the figures from last period, there was quite a few people doing quite large numbers on Facebook. I can't remember the figures, but they were up there as the same on the doorstep. And also we've got now is obviously the Facebook party side of it as well, which we're just learning, which gives it a massive way to have multiple parties, etc. So I'm going to go to switch off the live now. So if you want to tag some of your team and want to know about doing some big retail or any tips from that, just put their names in the comments. And then we'll be sharing more information in the future. And when these live pops up, if you just want to subscribe to them, you'll see any other videos coming up anyway. So we'll speak to you all soon.